Hey everyone, in tonight's free video, don't be confused by the black screen here. I actually want to work off of a blank chart here, and just I want to talk about some very important things in trading. We always talk about trading and the charts and all that stuff, but a lot of traders and a lot of places don't talk about some important factors in trading, and I just want to touch base with them. And I'm gonna try to touch base with you on uh, one thing tonight, and maybe one thing tomorrow, or one thing, a week or something like that. But the first thing I want to talk to you about, number one, okay, and I'm gonna do a terrible job of spelling this out with my mouse here, but I'm just gonna use the letter, I guess, is discipline, okay? Discipline is, let's see if I can get it here. Discipline. So discipline is the first thing I want to talk about tonight. And what is discipline? What is discipline in trading? Discipline in trading really encompasses a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to kind of dive into them as we do some more of these. But discipline, the word discipline means being able to control yourself in certain situations. Okay, that's being disciplined. So discipline in trading would mean what? Discipline in trading would usually mean that you don't take impulse trades, you follow a trading plan, you follow your rules, and you stay focused. That's what, really encompasses discipline in trading. And what I've noticed in talking to traders and meeting with traders and seeing traders and emailing with traders and talking to even traders on Twitter and all that stuff and forums is that many traders, and I went through this myself, lack this. We lack it so bad that that's really what's stopping us from moving ahead. Okay? And what ends up happening is we really, really never get anywhere, right? We just end up walking the same way, and in fact most of us actually deviate and go downwards, right? And that's what happens. Instead of moving up like this, there's three scenarios really. And what the reality is, and a lot of people don't grasp this, but the reality is in discipline you have three paths. There's a straight line right here, and then there's the path we just talked about. There's a path upwards, and then there's a path downwards. Now, 95%, it's, in all honesty, I think it's higher. But we're just going to say 95% for the sake of argument. 95% of traders are in this zone right here. Okay? They're either on a path that is going to take them nowhere, and they're not going to move anywhere. And it might be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of trading, and they won't get anywhere at the end. They'll start with X, they'll end with X. Most traders, okay, and that's just some of them. Most traders will start with X and end with negative X, right? That's the majority of traders. They encompass both of this here. They either move nowhere or they move downwards. And 5% of traders actually have the ability to move plus X, right? And what that means is, and where does that really come from? And that goes back to the first thing I talked about, right in the beginning. Discipline. Without discipline, in anything you do in life, okay? Whether it's trading, whether it's playing sports, whether it's playing an instrument, whatever it is that you want to be good at, or you have been good at your life, think about that. It all required discipline. And discipline in trading is one of the hardest things to do. So the only way you're going to be able to move forward in trading, lesson number one, is to have discipline. And without that, you're very likely to end up on this path. You're very likely to end up on one of these paths. A path where you go nowhere, or a path where you basically self-destruct. All right? So we're going to dive more into that and talk about more of that. But I've gotten a lot of questions about discipline and how important of a role does it play in trading. And I believe it is one of the most important roles in trading. Okay? So make sure you understand that. All right, a couple of announcements real quick. We are going to be hosting a 2-day webinar next week. It's going to be on next Wednesday and Thursday. In the webinar, we're going to be trading fibs. We're going to be talking about Fibonacci trading. We're going to be talking about, you guessed it, discipline. We're going to be talking about the important parts of discipline and how you can become a disciplined trader and some of the important formulas that you need to really get you on that path. We're going to be doing money management. We're going to be talking about strategies that we do. We're going to be talking about all the great things that we do here at Ratio Trading. And we've got a lot of feedback from you guys. We really appreciate it. We're working hard in order that we meet the criteria of what you guys are looking for. So make sure that you sign up. We are at about 70% capacity. I think it's about 70% capacity. So we don't have that much room left, and we've gotten a lot of feedback. So make sure you sign. If you're interested in this, just sign up. All you need to do is click on this button here on the site. Sign up for it, and then you'll receive login instruction that day. It will be recorded. So I got some questions again about it. It will be recorded and be available to those who cannot attend and who can attend. So it's there for both of you guys. And it'll be fun. We look forward to it, and we'll see you guys there. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. But other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow and at the next video update.